Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel and welcome aboard the Vita. The Vita is a Lagoon400 catamaran, an owner's version from 2011. We try to be as self-supporting as possible. We already have solar panels, wind generator, lithium batteries and very heavy alternators acting as a generator. We also like to create our own fresh water. So yeah, we have a lot of water around us, but you can't use that. So we decided to go for Watermaker. But what do you choose when there are so many Watermakers on the market? There are big ones, small, a lot of capacity. What can you do with less? We went online, found a lot of brands with cool features, but that's not what I'm looking for. My motto is keep it simple and understandable. At the end you need to fix it yourself when something is not functioning. So we made some notes to make our choice a bit easier. 1. The system must be modular. I like to place the components in our boat where I want, because you want to give up as little space as possible. 2. It should be easy to maintain and handle, because you exactly know the system after you installed it, reading the manuals and the process flow. You need exactly what is what and how it is set up. 3. Low power consumption with a reasonable amount of fresh water. Our idea is to produce water during the best time of the day, and that is noon. That's for the solar production, and let's say run for an hour without necessary extra power, and it has to run on 12 volt. 4. Spare parts. They should be available all over the world and not dependent to brand specific. 5. Not to forget, it should fit in our budget. When we went online, we saw some crazy prices and systems, and at a certain moment you want to hook off and say, okay, I don't like it. But okay, we ended up now with this modular Watermaker built by the Canadian company Electromax. I know these guys because of my alternator system and lithium batteries. They build now the brand new Aquamax 10, also called the Solar Max. This model delivers 8 to 10 gallons per hour, let's say 30 to 38 liters per hour. And there are models which deliver more, but for us this is sufficient. It is a low power consumption. They claim that it is around 10 amps per hour, which is very low. It is also a system which doesn't produce that much noise. Well, let's see. This is what the dealer mentions, and let's start how the system looks and how we can plan and prepare for installation. Let's start the show. This is the heart of the system, the enhanced Clark pump and pressure vessel. It is about 68 centimeters long. There's also a 40-inch pressure vessel available, which makes the system 1 meter long. It weighs about 15 kilo and the width is 36 centimeters and the height is 23 centimeters. This is the first challenge in your planning. Where do you want to build this component? Considering you need extra space for maintenance. The following component is the standard control panel. Here we find the product testing port at the bottom left. The feed pressure gauges read the inlet and outlet pressure of the pre-filter. With a clean filter the gauges will read almost the same. In the middle we find the gallons per hour water product flow. The on and off switch that switches the solenoid to start up the boost pump. And the product valve. We can set it on test or to the tank. At the other side we will find the connectors to the inlet and outlet of the pre-filter and the 3 connectors for the wires to the solenoid. The system comes with 3 filters, including a wrench. We start with the inlet strainer. This seawater filter comes with a suspension bracket and a check valve. The 50 mesh filter is easy to clean. Make sure that you mount it above the waterline. It is accessible and that there is enough space under the filter to change it. The check valve ensures that the seawater only enters and cannot be pressed back. The pre-filter cleans the feed water before it goes through the enhanced Clark pump and membrane. Keep in mind that the filter, including mounting bracket, is 36 cm and that you still have to leave room at least 5 cm to change the filter. A 5 micron filter element is already installed. Fresh water flush assembly is used to flush the seawater out of the system after use. The boost feed pump must be installed vertically with the fan at the top. Make sure there is enough space above the fan for it to work. Ensure the correct cable thickness to carry through the 15 amps. I ordered vibration dampers to fix the pump against the bulkhead and to minimize noise. The accumulator tank can be installed in any position, best with the air valve up. The system is supplied with 5 types of tubes. The first is the pressure tube, a black 1/4 inch plastic tube that is used between the pre-filter and the pressure gauges on the control panel. Second, the 1/4 inch blue tube, which is used between the control panel and the water tank, or control panel and the service pail. Third, the 5/8 clear tube, which is used for the fresh water flush feed. Fourth, the red colored 1/2 inch brine tube is used from the Clark pump to the discharge seacock or to the service pail. And finally, the 5/8 inch feed tube is used to connect the components for the Clark pump or to the service pail. A large plastic bag is supplied with all kinds of connectors and valves. This is the intake 3-way valve. Note the common port. There is a 90-degree turn in the water flow. There is no straight through position. This is the fresh water flush valve between the ship water system and the flush filter. Here we have the other 3-way service valve for the brine discharge line. It can be distinguished by the 1/2 inch fittings. And also all kinds of T's and elbows push to connect fittings. Where will we install the Watermaker? That's another challenge. I want to install the system in the starboard hull, in a compartment under the floor plate, and these are all the components that needs to be placed. Planning is essential in this process and will be half your installation. Therefore carefully study the installation guide and the system flow diagram. Research where the in and outlets are located in your boat and how they can be reached. The intake seacock was already installed on our boat and is located in the same area I like to install the system. For the brine discharge I can use the hose from the cockpit floor drain and just need to fit a T and pull 3 meters of brine tube. For the product I have to pull 7 meters 1/4 inch tube and have to install a hose pillar at the top of the tank. The distribution block of the freshwater system is located in the compartment next to the installation space. Here is a free port to connect the hose that is used for flushing the system. At the other side of this bulkhead there is space for the service pail. I will create an own service pail with fixed tubes. The power supply must come from the battery bank located in the port hull. I have to pull over 9 meters of power cable of considerable thickness. I have created an extra bulkhead to be able to store extra components in the same area and can be used on both sides. It's a really nice puzzle to get all the components in place. At this side of the new bulkhead I can place the accumulator tank together with the freshwater carbon filter. Enough space must be created for maintenance around the Clark pump and pressure vessel. Therefore holes will have to be drilled in the bulkhead. Close to all other components I will install the control panel. Here I have marked where the panel should be. It's very important to check whether all the 1/4 inch tubes can be routed to this location. All the 1/4 inch hoses will have a length of 2.5 meters. The new connections can be checked at the rear of the panel through the same hatch as the brine discharge outlet will be installed. The only thing I have to prepare is moving this drain hose 10 centimeters to create some space for the control panel. Because the 1/4 inch tubes need to be routed through very narrow passages, I use flexible electrical conduit to protect these tubes from kinks. For preparation I reinforced the bulkhead together with the supports with epoxy and fiberglass. I then coated the bottom with a light colored gel coat. I personally think it's great to start an installation in a light, clean, fresh environment. Planning and preparation is really important and will help you during the installation. In the next video I will explain step by step how I did the installation on my boat and how you can do it. Do it, can do it, not must do it, can do it. Every boat is different, so let's see. See you later.